welcome to the Conversation Colons podcast. I'm your host, Damian, my co-host, Jared.
Yeah.
Jared, why don't you go ahead and take us into the brewskis of the week?
I'm running one of my last Smirnoff Ice, red, white, and berries. How about you?
I am also running one of my last Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Yeah, I gotta go restock here soon. I'm about to leave the safety of my quarantine.
Is it the ice stuff?
Yeah, I just said that.
I might try that.
It's fucking great.
Is it?
It's summer. It's a limited edition summer stuff. So yeah, pick it up when you can.
Is it like just a stand? Is it what flavor is it? Is it just called limited edition summer stuff, whatever, or is it just normal Smirnoff Ice?
Red, white, and berry, blue raspberry, cherry, and citrus.
Cool. All right, let's get into it. This week, we actually have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
So the Summer's Game Fest started. It's been going on for 2 weeks now, and I mean, we've seen a lot. First off, we'll go into the PlayStation 5 Unreal Engine 5 demo, which, I mean, let's be real here. It was basically a demo talking about how much more detailed they can make the world look, but what I'm seeing from this demo is that consoles will not be able to handle anything over 60 frames if you're playing at 1440p. Just because in the stuff that they were showing, they weren't running at a high refresh rate, and you could just tell. And obviously, the CEO of Epic was on there, and he was talking about how he's so impressed with the PlayStation 5's heart or SSD and stuff like that, and how the PS5 is technology we've never seen before. But to my point, literally, like, the PS4 is not pushing the power that it should be if it's such revolutionary tech. And I think Unreal Engine, even 4, like when they first showed that off, like we've surpassed what 4 can do. But Unreal Engine 5, like, I don't see how we can surpass that in the next few years. Like, it was super detailed, and it looks like stuff that's coming out right now. And we're at this point in gaming, like when 360 was ending, like 1440p was coming out, and then 4K came out right when Xbox One and that shit was happening. Like, that was on the horizon. Right now, man, we're at a point where, I mean, we have 8K, but it's not where it needs to be like 4K was when it was first coming out. Like 4K, you could buy a TV for $1,000 when, you know, at the time, but 8K is like $8,000, you know? So we're at this time where 4K is going to be the max for years, and we're just going to keep getting more detailed oriented stuff, which I'm cool with. But overall, the Unreal Engine looks cool. The new demo that they showed, it's like a Tomb Raider, Prince of Persia kind of thing. And they announced Fortnite will be moving to the Unreal Engine 5 later on next year. So this is what a lot of games will be using to, you know, or a lot of studios will be using to create their games. I think Respawn uses them for like the Star Wars game and Titanfall and stuff like that, so that'll be updated. Yeah. I know the Friday 13th game uses Unreal Engine.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Huh. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see where we go from here. From what I'm seeing so far of the PlayStation 5, and we'll talk about later, one of the games that they're showing that will release on the PS4 and 5. It's kind of disappointing, to be honest with you, so far. Yeah. And that's just not me hating on it. I think Xbox has also been equally disappointing. So let's go ahead and get into, I guess, the two big news. Mafia, the whole trilogy is getting like a remake or a remaster. So Mafia 1, Mafia 2, and then I don't know if they're just bundling Mafia 3 with it. I don't know if they're doing any graphical updates to that, because that came out, I think, 3 years ago. But there's screenshots online of everything. The Twitter account's been teasing it heavily. And if you haven't played Mafia 2, I never played Mafia 1, but I played Mafia 2, and Mafia 2 was a good ass game. So I'd recommend getting the trilogy. I think it's probably gonna be like $40. That's what remasters are going for. I think the game's worth $40 to play, and like that whole mob style game is such like an outdated, like we haven't gotten a mob game in years. I mean, something in that time period, the last thing we got really that was super popular was like LA Noire. I mean, but there was so many good games back in the day that were that mob style. I mean, you have the Sopranos game, you have the Scarface, The World Is Yours, you have the Godfather game. Like, it's such a untapped genre that still has so much potential, and I'm glad these games are coming back to, I guess, circulate the flow and maybe get some more games in that. So I mean, even
just like it's a nice refreshing something else.
Yeah.
Other than fucking battle royales and first.
Yeah, it's not like a first person shooter. Well, it is. Well, it's a third person game. I believe. I think. I forget. But yeah, just something different. We're so on this path of like, it's a shooter, it's battle royale, you know, whatever. Like, I'm excited for it. So that's the first, I guess, big remake. Are you gonna purchase this? Or are you gonna wait for a trailer? Like, have you played any of the Mafia games?
For the Mafia games,
mm-hmm.
Probably not. I mean, like, if I see a trailer that makes me go, okay, yeah, I want to try that, then I will try it. But if it's not something that immediately catches my eye, I'm not going to go for it.
Yeah.
I've never been interested in those games. I think I've seen like a few YouTube videos on them in the past from like Rooster Teeth, like those guys. And I just don't care. Like, it doesn't, not anything I'm into. Not saying it's bad. It just doesn't grab my attention.
I gotcha.
And that's just one of those games.
Also, GTA 5 is free on the Epic's Game Store if you want to grab that too. I forgot to
wait
mention
on
that.
Epic.
On the Epic's Game Store, yeah. So you'll download it and then it'll go to the Rockstar launcher.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, it's like Steam when you bought Red Dead.
I can't believe that they do Rockstar games through there. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Requires 2-factor authentication. Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Cool.
So
did you download that, by the way? Are we planning on playing that?
I vowed to never play that game, so
that's not okay.
Yeah, so there's my answer. So if you want to play that shit game, go ahead. And it wasn't shit when it first launched. So going into the next big news that I know a lot of people are excited for, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 are getting a full remake. So a lot of the stuff that you knew and love is returning. The original soundtrack minus a few songs are coming back. You'll be able to create a skater, create a park. That's all back. And basically what they did is they took the engine of that original game. They saw how it worked and then put it in their new engine. They made all new assets. All the levels are the same. They just look way better. And they said they want it to be like so back then when those games came out, there was no analog sticks really. I think the N64 had one, but when the PS1 first launched, it didn't. So people used a D-pad to control the skaters in that. So rest assured, they are allowing you to do that again in this game, and they have like the classic style controlling, so you can do that if you want to use the D-pad and pull off tricks that you just remember. You can do that, or you can use their new stuff and you can use an analog stick to control Tony Hawk, like in American Wasteland, stuff like that.
Cool.
All the tricks and like button combinations are the same, and then they also added new tricks. What I love about the Tony Hawk games, I think it was Pro Skater 1. So Activision at the time was publishing Spider-Man games. So they had a secret skater and it was Spider-Man. So I know Activision doesn't do that anymore. I'm guessing that Spider-Man is not going to be in it, but it'd be great if he was. Because that was a cool little Easter egg. Well, there's going to be secrets and all of that shit. So the online is going to be a thing. So you'll be able to go up against your friends and skate. You know, you can free skate, do whatever. You'll be able to play their maps. So that'll be fun. It's going to be $40 and it launches in September. I think it's September 4th. So literally the same day that the Marvel's Avengers game releases.
That'll be interesting.
And I know what you're thinking. I forgot there was a Marvel Avengers game releasing.
I don't know if I forgot or just didn't give a shit.
Dude, that game looks so bad. Like, I don't like the way it looks.
Yeah, I just like didn't care for it.
Yep. So I guess today we're recording this on the 14th. They had the huge Ghost of Tsushima. I don't know. I think it was a state of play is what they called it. So going over the gameplay. So Jared, what did you like from the 16 minutes that they showed?
So, I'm just gonna start this off by saying I've never ever heard of this. When I saw the trailer, like Yeah. The fuck's it called on YouTube when it's the clip art at the beginning?
Trailer?
Oh my god, not the trailer.
Oh.
Whatever the fuck. The clickbait stupid thing.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Anyway.
Thumbnail.
The what?
The thumbnail.
Thumbnail. Christ, yeah. When I saw the thumbnail, I was like, oh, this looks like that game that just came out, the fucking Sekiro or whatever the fuck that Japanese samurai game was. So when I saw that, I thought, oh, okay, this is gonna be just like that. Well, started playing, watching the trailer. It was like I was watching, like, this looks kind of dumb. Like, just the first like 30 seconds, I'm like, this looks dumb as shit. Then it went in a little bit further, and I saw some of the like combat and some of like the stealth combat, and even some like the open world things. Like some of the exploration was interesting. The more I watched, I was like, this actually looks like kind of good. Like something that I would consider buying if I see more gameplay that impresses me. But not something that I would go out of my way to find. Like something that I came across. I'm like, oh, this is cool. That being said, my favorite parts of it were probably the combat, because it was interesting to see in the trailer them go through the same combat like area, same kind of people and all that, but in two different styles, which I know a lot of games can do that. I mean, you fucking do that in Assassin's Creed, you can do that in so many other games. Which I know that you kind of think this is like Assassin's Creed and all, but it was interesting because it isn't a game that I thought would be like that. It wasn't something that gave me the impression of being that in depth. The customization seemed kind of nice, like something different that I wouldn't normally see in other like character customization. Hopefully, until we get Cyberpunk, that is. And all in all, like, it was something that I genuinely thought I would try if it wasn't crazily priced. That being said, I think that we should hear what you have to say about it, because you made it very clear to me that I was wrong.
No, it's your opinion. You can't be wrong with an opinion. But I mean, you know, listen. What I will say about the game, first off, I won't be playing it because it's a PS4 exclusive. And so here's my.
That's what I wanted to ask. Is that coming out to PS5? Is that like?
It's PS4 and PS5, yeah.
Okay, because if that was a PS5 release game, then I understand what you were saying before we started. But okay, anyway, continue.
So when I was first watching it, first off, this game evokes Killzone Shadowfall to me so much. That game, when it was coming out, was talked about as this. It was such a good looking game, but what hurt that game in the long run was the gameplay. It just didn't have the depth that you would like in a Killzone game and in a shooter game, and the game failed because of that as a launch title. I'm getting similar vibes with this. If we're just looking at Sony's recent releases, I mean, we have Days Gone, which a lot of people consider to be a disappointment. The game was nowhere near as good as it should have been. And then you go to Death Stranding, which is a hit or miss game. You either really like it or you're kind of in the middle. And then, you know, with all the leaks of The Last of Us, that game looks to be a shit show. And then we're coming here. And so I'm seeing this downward slope of quality in these games that Sony's releasing. And I just feel like Sony is so tied into having new games every year that they're not allowing some of these games to breathe. And my problem with this game is when I first started watching this, like I said, the game looks amazing. It looks fantastic. I like the art style. What I'm seeing, though, is a very simplistic game with Xbox 360 gameplay. I mean, because I'm watching it, the little detection meter, that was ripped from Assassin's Creed. Like, it's the same style detection meter, too. I mean, and even some of the, like, stealth mechanics, it's Assassin's Creed. You have rocks that you can throw to make people move away, and then you assassinate them. Like, this evokes Assassin's Creed vibes for me, and I'm okay with that. But like when Jared first asked me what I thought, I was like, this is literally Assassin's Creed but in Japan.
Yeah.
Another few things that I had worries about was when they opened the map looked to be very big, but I didn't see a lot of POIs on there, which is points of interest. Okay, now Wildlands was the same thing, a very big map, but there was not a lot going on in the map. When he's roaming around the map, I mean, yeah, you had some of these statues and stuff like that you could run into, but there's still not a lot going on. Games that don't have a lot going on in certain areas, but have a lot going on in other areas. Like Red Dead Redemption 2, perfect example. There's a lot of there in that map where there's nothing going on, but they have side missions going on in between there. There's always like people that are hiding, waiting to kill you, shit like that. From this gameplay, I did not see that. It seems like it's going to be a lot of free roaming. And honestly, what I kept seeing was them talking about how good the game looks. And I don't think they spend enough time on actual gameplay. The sword fighting looked cool, but I saw the guy twice, one shot 3 people in a row. I mean, where is, when they announced this game, they were talking about intricate samurai battles. I didn't see that. And honestly, I saw when he's going up against the first dude, you have to hit this little button, the up on the D-pad, to toggle a cutscene to get into a fight if you want to do something like that. Why in the trailer they show you, or when they first announced it, the little pose battle that they were doing, they were showing that as you literally could just do that. You don't have to initiate a cutscene, and I don't appreciate that, because that means you're cutting corners, and the trailer that you showed is not showing what the game actually is. Now I have to hit up on the D-pad, cause a cutscene to happen. I have to sit there, watch the cutscene, then I get to do it. If I'm playing this game, I'm not going to do the cutscene, because all I'm going to want to do is play. And even like the stealth mechanics, like, yeah, they're cool. Really simplistic. The map looks really simplistic. All I kept hearing about this game in the demo and everyone on Twitter was how good this game looks. There's been a lot of games that have looked good that are awful. Anthem looked amazing, and it was awful. Like, if we're talking about stylistically, Anthem looked amazing. Destiny, when it first launched, looked amazing. Destiny 2, when it first launched, looked amazing. But those games didn't have enough content to hold people on for a while. They had to constantly update the game. And what I'm getting from this game is I am getting a game that, or what I'm seeing is, I think I'm going to, at the launch of this in July or whatever it is, I don't think this game is going to have enough content like the people are wanting, and it's going to rub people the wrong way. From everything I'm seeing, Sony is on a downslope with exclusives. Since Spider-Man and God of War, it's just seemed to have gone downhill, man. I don't know what's happening. They were at such a high, and now they're going to the lowest of lows. And I think they want to start off strong and start the year strong and leave a lasting impression. But honestly, like, I don't know if we talked about it, but The Last of Us 2 weeks, that story's shit.
Oh yeah,
like, bad. People on Twitter are even talking about, like, people are canceling pre-orders. I mean, there was an article that came out that you can buy The Last of Us Collector's Edition again because people are canceling that because of the story leaks. I mean, like, what is happening? Of course, all this is reserved until the game comes out. But from what I'm seeing, even if I had a PS4, I would not be buying this game because it looks like a hollow game. It looks like Assassin's Creed Syndicate to me. Like a game that looks good but has no depth to it. But I mean, we'll have to wait and see. Like I said, the game looks fantastic, and a lot of the points Jared said, I like the style of it. I like being in feudal Japan. Like, that's cool. I like the customization that they showed with the different armors and stuff like that. And they did say that's going to impact like your armor and your health throughout the game. But also, that's stuff that's in every game now, so that's nothing unique. When I hear that and they use it as a marketing ploy, it's just like, oh, everything does that. Everything does that. I mean, I don't think they showed enough today to justify anyone spending $60 on that game. And I know they said they're going to come out and show more, but from what I see, it looks like a map that has nothing going on, and it's going to have little to no content. I don't think it's worth $60.
I can see that.
Now, if it comes out and gets 10 out of 10s, I'm gladly willing to sit here and say, hey, I was wrong. But I'm just going off of what they showed me. So I guess we'll get into some leaks this week. So I think it was yesterday, so Wednesday the 13th, the PlayStation 5 DualSense controller got leaked of the release date and the price of it. And so therefore people are thinking, well, if this controller comes out on a certain date, then the system will come out either before or maybe on that same date. So the DualSense controller, if you are wanting to buy one separately, it will be $59.99. Okay, so that's pretty standard. I mean, I think the PS4 controllers and the Xbox One controllers were around the same price when they first came out. And even some of the Xbox controllers and PS4 controllers are still that same price. Like the Cyberpunk controller was $75. So that price, that's fine to me. Apparently the controller is going to launch around November 20th. So like when the Xbox One and PS4 released, we're going back to November for the release dates, which will be interesting. I wonder if Call of Duty is gonna hold off on, because remember Modern Warfare came out in October last year. I wonder if they're gonna hold off and wait and be like a launch title for these systems again. That'd be interesting to see. Obviously PlayStation's probably gonna get it. Well, I don't even know if they got a Modern Warfare console this year.
Oh,
I don't think they did. I think the last one they got was World War II, because there's that cool camo. It was like a bunch of controllers on it. Yeah. So
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah. And apparently the console is going to cost $499.
Jesus.
And 99 cents. So $500. So what they cost? Well, actually, no. The PS4 was $399. So you're paying. Yeah, because remember the Xbox was $500 and people were complaining about that. So you're paying an extra $100, so hopefully that means you're getting $100 more worth of quality, I guess is the best way to say it.
See, I don't know. The thing that, like, I mentioned this when we first found out, the PlayStation costing more than the Xbox is going to kill Sony this year. Yeah. I really, really, really do not think Sony is going to be successful. And it also said, and obviously we were recording, but I believe that due to this, a lot of people who used to be hardcore PlayStation fans and would call me like literally handicapped for liking Xbox, I think that they're gonna turn around and be like, well, Xbox is better, obviously. Like, why wouldn't I buy what's better? Well, what happened to you being a fucking PlayStation fanboy? And what happened to you literally like verbally assaulting me for liking a different console? I think a lot of the PlayStation normies are either A, going to move over to Xbox, B, stay on the PS4 and then complain that it's not as good as the PS5, or C, complain that the PS5 is too expensive but buy it anyway, and then just complain that they had to pay more than Xbox users, and on that same note then say that it's better because it was more expensive. There's going to be a bunch of things thrown in there, but I think that some of the real hardcore PlayStation fans are going to be real stuck up like, well, I paid more so it's obviously better. Well, that doesn't make sense because you paid less last generation supposedly, which I didn't know, but you were constantly talking shit. So
we'll have to wait and see.
We're going to see a lot of hypocrisy from these assholes is what I'm getting at.
We'll have to see what the Xbox price is. Remember we talked a while ago, there was leaks that Microsoft wants the console to be $400 and that they want it to be cheaper than the PlayStation 5. Now they could put the system out there for $449 and it's $50 cheaper. I think that's a big enough price gap for people to then go, well shit, I'm going to buy the Xbox. Because remember, all this SSD technology that Sony's talking about, that is the only thing they have right now on an Xbox, because they don't have any launch titles right now. Okay? All they have is they might have a slightly better SSD, but remember, they don't have a better GPU, they don't have a better CPU, they don't have more teraflops, which I mean, whatever, but Xbox is a more powerful system and considerably more. Yeah. All Sony is talking about, and all these people on the PlayStation team and marketing team were talking about, is this SSD, because that's all they have. And I'm seeing it work because that's all people are bringing up. The ponies, which are the PlayStation fanboys, that's all I'm seeing about. And then you have the Xbots, who are the Xbox fanboys, are just talking about the power. Like, here's where it comes down. I think Xbox has an advantage if they make the system $400 or $450 and then they launch with Halo, because that is a way better launch than $500 and then whatever Sony's gonna have, because they're not gonna have God of War, they're not gonna have Spider-Man, they're not gonna have The Last of Us 2, and they're not gonna have Ghost of Tsushima. I mean, all that stuff's gonna get an upgrade when the PS5 comes out, but everyone's already played it, so nobody's gonna buy your shit console to fucking play a game they already played. Also, I feel like Microsoft's being consumer friendly. I mean, look at with Cyberpunk. If you buy that game for Xbox One and you upgrade to an Xbox Series X, you get the upgraded version for free. Sony hasn't said that yet. So you're going to spend $500 on a system, and then what if they say, well, fuck you, you have to buy Last of Us again? Like, there's stuff...
Which it's Sony, they probably will.
Well, yeah, let's be real here. They do need the money. Like, and I mean, listen, I can't hate on them for it. Like, if you're a business, like, you should be in the business for... I mean, I'm going to hate on them for it, but, like, we've always been used to that. So they're just sticking with tradition, and it's shitty tradition, but still, like, I mean, listen, Xbox has been doing stuff that is so consumer friendly. I mean, you have the Xbox Ultimate Pass, which is like, what isn't it like $10 a month?
I think it's $14.99 a month, because it gives you every single game on Game Pass, and
For
it
Xbox
also gives
and PC.
And PC, and it gives you Xbox Gold.
Yeah. So instead of paying, Xbox Gold was $9.99 a month.
Or you can do the yearly thing, which is nice. But if I'm already getting a bunch of games on the Game Pass, why not just do the Gold monthly as well?
Well, yeah. And here's the thing. Like, if you buy Gold, I think it's $9.99 a month. So for an extra $5, you get all of Xbox's exclusive inventory. And like, think about this. If you're worried about Halo Infinite being bad later this year, Microsoft is allowing you to try the game basically for free, because you don't have to buy Halo Infinite if you have Game Pass. It's going to launch on Game Pass immediately. So you have access to that. You don't have to pay $60 for an Xbox exclusive anymore. You just you pay the $15 and you have, you know, I'm guessing it's going to be Forza Horizon 5 or whatever, some Forza game, and you're going to have Halo for $15 instead of $120. That's a huge deal. But Sony, I mean, they haven't said anything about this upgrade shit, so we're just going off of what we know. Okay, and Sony, you know, probably gonna make you pay again. So you're gonna get all these games for 15, and all of Xbox's previous category. So like, look at all Xbox One games play on Series X. Most of 360 games plays on Series X, and a lot of original Xbox games play on Series X. So you get that whole catalog day one, and a lot of it's on Game Pass. Or you buy a system, or you buy the PlayStation, and you're not gonna have enough content to sustain you right away, because you're still gonna have to wait a year for Spider-Man, even though like it's been rumored to be coming out 2021. That game came out in September, so you're gonna have to wait 9 months for that game to come out. And God of War, I don't think God of War is ready yet. I don't think God of War will be a game that comes out next year. I think that's a game that comes out 2022.
I agree.
Like, there's just nothing for Sony right now, and I do think it's hurting him. Death Stranding 2, that's years away, like, or whatever Kojima's working on. Like, there's nothing right now, and they just don't have that big hitter. And I don't think Ghost of Tsushima is that. And honestly, I feel like The Last of Us is going to get a lot of people at Naughty Dog fired, because we keep seeing the trend downwards with a lot of their studios. And it sucks, because Naughty Dog was a fantastic studio. I mean, Uncharted 4, the last game they released, was really good. But they ruined The Last of Us story just by the leaks and the trailers and the cutscenes. That they can't change that shit. They went gold. You are getting that game if you pay $60. And if you want to, like, if you paid $60 for that, I would never recommend looking at leaks. But this game's bad. Like, you need to go look at the leaks and see the story that they've messed up, because it is not where you think it's going to go, and it's not where you would want it to go either. And it's such a disappointment on their end. But I guess to finally move on to our last topic, Jared, about a day ago, I talked to you about a game called The Calling. It was a battle royale it was more melee focused. I would say the best way to say it. So the game is relaunching. It's called The Calling Origins, and it'll be launching. Actually, it launched today. Yeah. So if you'd like to play this game, you can. And here's what you have to do, though. Okay. So you pay $6 for the game. Okay. So just remember that you paid $6 already. Okay. You get after the first day, players can play 1 match a day for free. If you win matches, you get these things called tokens, which get you into another matches. If you lose, you then have to buy tokens to play. Okay, so let me lay this out. You paid $6, okay? You get 1 free token to play. If you lose that first match, guess what you have to do? You have to spend $1 to get more tokens.
Okay.
So you are paying to pay to play the game. You're okay with that?
I I don't have enough information to make an official decision there.
I
Because
mean,
that to me, as bad as it sounds, I feel like it couldn't like I don't know. That sounds terrible. Let me start that way, but it sounds like it couldn't. It could be not that terrible, but it also sounds like it'd be exploited.
well, think about this:
With like duplication.
if you never played a game, or if you never won a game, right? So let's see.
Yeah.
So if you pay $1, you get 3 tokens. Okay.
Okay.
So hold on, So $100 will get you 33 games.
Damn.
Now,
and you think GTA's pay to play? You fucking
GTA. I give shit to GTA all the time. This is worse. Okay, now you can pay for more. You can buy up to 20 tokens for $5. You can buy.
Well, that's not nearly as bad.
I mean, yeah, but like, okay.
See now, here's my question: to make this work, is there something to do other than the battle royale?
No.
That's all it is. Is just the battle royale. This kind of thing, I think, would work in a game where you've got a multiplayer that's free to play and a story mode that's like also free to, like, if there was something, I don't know, some weird thing, like you're surviving on an island, right, in this story, and then you go to other people's islands and you have fights, okay? Not the battle royale, but like you have like this one-on-one fight with somebody and you can win and you can grind and like do this some in-depth thing to like earn tokens by fighting people or raiding people or like something in story. Maybe you raid ships on like coasts or something, I don't know, and you can earn these tokens and then you can go and use them in the battle royale. Okay, there's a reason to play that game, but just having the battle royale with just like paying for the tokens, this sounds stupid. Like, just release the game for 20 or 30 bucks and say, here you go, here's our game. And like, you could have like, I don't know, if you still want to keep the token thing, $20 or $30 to play the game, and then have these tokens be for like, oh, here's a token. You can use this token to get some kind of special gun, but you can only do it once a game. Like, you can find a crate in the map and you pay a token and it gives you this special gun. You've got 1 bullet in it. It's an insta kill or something. Like, well, I don't know.
Here's the problem that this sets up. Okay, this is taking AAA. Well, it's not even a AAA game, but this is taking games on console to a mobile style payment system. Think about it.
A what?
A mobile game style payment. Raid Shadow Legends is heavily like pushing microtransactions. Even Clash of Clans and Clash Royale was nowhere near as bad as what like we're reading about. Okay, but they do push you to buy gems and coins and stuff like that. Mobile games are pushed on microtransactions, and a lot of them do it in unfair ways. Like the Harry Potter game that came out for mobile, what you would do is you would get to a certain part and then you'd have to wait 24 hours to continue the game, or you could pay the $2 right then and there and continue playing the game. Okay, this is the first step in doing this and to making other games do this. EA is seeing this shit right now and losing their minds. EA is gonna do this shit. Okay, like just think about this. Okay, imagine, Jared, you pay $60 for Grand Theft Auto 6. Okay, and then every day you get on, you can play 1 hour of the multiplayer. But you could play or pay $1 for every hour you want to play.
Yeah.
So if you want to play for 10 hours plus that 1 hour you got for free, that is $100, Jared. Or, well, that's $10. Sorry. So every day you'd spend $10. Therefore, they're making double the profit, and you are losing a bunch of money. This is the problem that's going to set up, because there's going to be a lot of games that are going to see this. If this game's successful, which it's going to not be, because it's getting shit everywhere for it. Like, if this game was successful, it'd be very worrying. But this is such a stupid model. Like, so you're encouraging people to play the 1 day for free, and then people who, hey, let's be real, there's a lot of people right now who don't have money, who lost their jobs. I mean, 3 million people today signed up for unemployment. Like, there's millions of people out there without a job right now. And instead of being somebody who is accommodating that and selling, sell your game for $10, whatever, 10, 15 bucks, and just let people play. But now you're making them spend $6, so you get that initial payment, and then you're going to make them spend even more money to play your game. I just don't get this business model at all. You can buy a 30-day pass for $6, so you're paying for another one of these games, so $12 total, you get 30 days to play, like a free unlimited access. So cosmetics and premium items will no longer be bought in crates. You earn them through leveling up and playing.
Interesting.
So that is a disgusting marketing thing to do, or business thing to do, and I am obviously not going to play this game. And I don't think you should too, or anyone should. That is a bad business model, and that is them taking advantage of you. Listen, everyone's got their stimulus money. Spend it how you want. But if you...
Well, here's my question. What happens to the people who owned the game before?
You have to rebuy this game.
Really?
Yeah.
So you paid for that game. You owned it. It was yours. You paid money, owned the game. Then they take it off the store, take down the servers. You no longer own the game. They basically had you pay for something and
they stole your money
it back.
Yes.
They stole your money back, and then they re-releasing it and saying, "Oh, pay for it again now," even though you owned it before.
Correct.
This business needs to go under. I liked the culling when it was first out. I thought it was a cool game. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, fucking ridiculous. By the way, speaking of ridiculous, when is PUBG gonna go free to play?
Why would it be free to play?
PUBG would do well. First off, PUBG's dead. Let's be real here. But that game would be so much more alive if it was free to play. I mean, look at all the battle royales now, right? All the main ones. The three main. Call of Duty Modern Warfare is the #1 battle royale right now. Okay, free to play.
Warzone.
Yeah, Warzone. Then Fortnite, free to play. Then Apex, free to play. Why hasn't PUBG gone free to play yet? They would get so much more traffic
because they need that money that they charge for that game to keep it, like, to maintain the servers.
See, but they've made enough money now. Like, they're working on other games now. Like, they're that, like, PUBG was that game. But they can charge for map packs. Why don't they just make it free to play and then say, hey, for this, like, map pack, I think they've released 3 maps after, well, they've released more, but let's say the first 3 maps that they release after it goes free to play, hey, for 3 maps it's $10.
Yeah,
like, you could do that. Like Fortnite, they make you buy a battle pass. Call of Duty, well, they don't make you, but Call of Duty has a battle pass. Like, there's other ways to make your money off of it. And PUBG, man, go free to play. I think your game would do a lot better. H1Z1 go free to play. I mean, that game's fucking dead, but still.
I actually enjoyed playing PUBG when we played it. It was not a bad battle royale.
No,
I mean, it was clunky because when we played it, it was like new. But like nowadays, like, I liked the gunplay in that game. It was just a hard fucking game to play.
Yeah,
because it was always lagging. I'd land with no textures. I'd fall through the world. The cars would blow up randomly. I mean, there was stupid shit, but I'm sure most of it's patched now. Hopefully.
Yeah. Man, Apex is fucking dog shit though.
Yeah, fuck Apex. The game sucks. I remember playing that a little bit when it first came out, and it was all right. I don't want to get back into that game. I just don't. Like, if we went into Apex the way we played Fortnite forever ago, maybe I'd be okay with it. But like, it just isn't fun. Battle Royales aren't that fun anymore.
Nah, man, it's not. Even Warzone, like, we haven't played in a while, but like, I miss playing Fortnite like when it was really good, like season 2. Season 3, but like nowadays I don't see myself having fun on Fortnite. It's just
I haven't had fun in a battle royale since the Battlefield 5 one.
That was so much fun.
That was
a good fucking battle royale.
That was the best battle royale I've played to date.
They need to make that shit free to play.
Warzone's probably the one I've been the best at, amazingly. Like, that one, I'm better at Call of Duty than I am most other games, so that one I can hit my shots on. Fortnite was enjoyable because you and David would carry me constantly, and I could just fuck around and have fun.
Yeah. Apex, if you don't have a fucking golden shield, you're fucking dead.
Apex, if you don't have a competent teammate, you're done. You're donezo. Like if you don't have a full squad, it's over.
Yeah.
I feel like other games you don't need it. Like I don't know, battle royales suck. Like there's not been good battle royales. Like I want a battle royale that I can play and think, wow, I know I lost, but that was damn fun doing it. Like there's none of that's not a thing. You play a battle royale, if you lose, it sucks. I like in games, there are not very many games where I can lose and say it was still fun. And I feel like battle royales, 0% of them are a game I can say, wow, I lost, but that was fun.
Right.
Maybe in Fortnite I could if we would fuck around and do certain strategies. Shit, even way back when we played PUBG, sometimes we'd fuck around and it was fun, but like it was once or twice in a night, maybe. If they're gonna keep doing this battle royales and if it's gonna be the big fucking thing, give me a battle royale that I can play and go, wow, like that. I know we just lost, but fuck, was that cool? Like that's what I want to see.
We always got Hunger Games.
Well, okay, all right. We're not talking about Minecraft Hunger Games. If we're talking that, then every single game I play, win or loss, is the best experience of my life because it's Minecraft. Other than that, fuck it.
Yep. Well, that's all we got for you this week. I
have a small announcement for what we're trying to do in one of the upcoming episodes.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
So we're gonna have a special guest on. For one of these upcoming, it might be next week, it could be a couple weeks down the line, we don't know when. We're trying to get a special guest on and we're going to do a little bit of a Star Wars talk, kind of in honor of May the 4th, since we kind of blew past that without saying a word about it. Also kind of in quote unquote honor of the end of the Clone Wars, even though Clone Wars probably won't get mentioned at all. I'm sure Damien and I will talk about it a little bit. Our guest doesn't know much about it, but we're going to try to do that sometime here soon and hopefully have some fun with it. I think it'll be cool. I think you guys will be very entertained between some of the discussions that Damien and the guest will have.
Do you want to go ahead and announce the guest or you want to wait?
We'll wait just in case.
Okay. Alrighty.
Yep. But other than that, I mean, fuck, dude, that's about it. We've just been fucking around in Call of Duty like usual.
Yep. Minecraft Dungeons 2 weeks away. Here we go. Cyberpunk like 120 days away. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on next week for the games. Summers Fest. Night City Wire is less than a month away, so that's when we'll get all our Cyberpunk shit. But there should be a lot of stuff happening next week or so. So we'll wait and see. But thank you for listening to the podcast. I forgot my intro. Thanks for listening
to the Conversation Cold One podcast. It's been Damien or some stupid shit. You say it every week. I can't believe you forgot.
I literally thank you for listening to Conversation in Cold One's podcast. See you next time.
All right, bye guys.